All right, guys. So welcome to one of my favorite sessions of our Tech Thursday calls. This is where you can stump the MCTT, stump the RTT. It's all hands on deck, question and answers. So it's your forum. Raise your hand, come off of mute, put it in the chat, but your job is to stump us, confuse us, fluster us, and see if we don't have an answer to something. So we're ready. You guys ready?
Do it.
MCTTs, Matt, you ready? You're ready. Steve's ready. Steve was born ready. Did you know that?
Just seeing you looking around and I have the dog with me.
Aw. All right, we're ready. So who's got the first question?
Whoever stumps us can get a Pomsky.
I'm just gonna come steal that dog anyway.
That dog is so cute.
This is gonna be a quick call, guys.
All right, Brooke, Steve, I have a question.
Steve.
How are you, my friend?
Good.
So in campaigns, if I'm creating a campaign and the piece of work I have has the logo in it already, and I choose not to use my uploaded logo, it bounces me out. It won't let me not use it.
What do you mean by bounces you out? Does it give you an error?
It gives me a message saying I have to use the DBA logo.
You have to use the DBA logo. It won't let you proceed without it.
Correct. But if the piece of work that I have already has the DBA logo in it, then it looks to me sloppy.
Can you upload a blank image with no background?
I was gonna say, just do the that's blank PNG. Just do we have one we can drop in there, guys, into the?
Well, that's a good idea. See,
Yeah,
that's why you guys are so smart.
I'll get one.
Yeah, you just
So
put a blank
smart.
PNG in, or you design without your logo. Yeah, or design without the logo, and then you always
Yeah.
just bring it in
Yep.
to campaigns.
Yep.
Yep. Mike, do you have that blank PNG? I think I've sent
Yeah,
it.
I'm working on it right now.
Perfect. He'll pop that in the chat.
Thank you.
That one's an easy
Welcome.
one. Come on,
I know.
stump us.
Can you show me how to do the design? I tried yesterday at the office and I gave up because I did before, but this time I couldn't with the new picture. And when I try and I save on my files, when I try to pull it out to put on a Facebook post, so it'll be easy for me just to write something, have the picture on. It didn't work. It shows video, and when I press, it's a mess. So I gave up. So I don't know if you could have an example from the picture from designs to show me how can I post on Facebook. But you don't post, you just show me how to do it. If you could show me.
Who wants to take that one? Who wants to take the designs? Who's got it up? If not, I'll jump in with my command.
I can. So any design, like a social, you just want to know how to do a social design?
Well, I want to pull out from the command. It'll be easy for me if I don't have pictures. Okay.
Sure.
Well, first things first, though, before we even jump into the designs, is your Facebook connected in settings? Is your business Facebook connected?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I can't share.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn it on. Advanced. It says anyone can. All participants.
Now I can. There we go.
Okay.
Also, why can I no longer share screen on the regional?
Because you logged in as you. You usually log in as KW New England.
Oh. All right, here you go. All right, so anytime we work on a design here, so let's head on over to designs real quick. And let's just say I want to use one of these I Love KW ones. Keep Calm and Keller on here.
What happened there was part of the reason that she started applying.
So whatever I do with this, right, I'll do my design, you know, whether it's, you know, flip out a logo or something along those lines. Actually, I have a couple of options. to go from here, right? To get it to use on in the ads, or to get it to use just straight from here as well. So I can actually right from here share if I wanted to. Come on, baby. There we go. I could just hit Facebook and I can actually post to Facebook here if I wanted to. That's one option. The other option is I can download it from here as well. And I can download it as any of these things, a JPEG, a PNG, a PDF, whatever I'm trying to do, I'm going to match with the thing I download it from, right? So if I'm trying to, if I just want the picture to put somewhere, or if I want a PDF that I'm sending somewhere, I get to pick PDF, but I'm going to pick JPEG in this instance. And I'll do high quality here. Also, just people don't know this here, but we also have something called a PNG. I'll just say this, mention this here. If you have a blank space, like a white background, and you don't want that, you want that background to be transparent, choose PNG and choose transparent background. That's just a section there for you. And then I'll just go ahead and download it here. Hint here, wait for it to actually download. If you close it before it actually comes to your computer, it will not come to your computer. So make sure you see the little pop-up that it came to your computer. And now I know it's in my computer's images. So now if whatever I'm trying to do, if I'm trying to do an ad or a social post, I can go ahead and use this here as well. And I'm a good, another hint too is to save it as something you remember too. I'll hit that. Then now that it's saved, I have all sorts of options to use it with. So I can use it anywhere I want to within command because it's on my computer. Questions?
Can you go into a campaign and just pull it up, Maggie, so she can see it in campaigns? Because you don't, so if you're using Facebook, if your Facebook's connected to command, you can have social posts in here where you go in and schedule it. So, and you don't even have to save it.
Yeah,
you can
no,
pull it through.
I'll do, you want me to do a social ad or post?
Let's just do a social post, please.
Post. Right.
And you don't have to go all the way through. You can just say blah,
Right.
blah, blah, and we'll cancel it.
So I can either browse my design library from here if I want to.
And Lourdes, look at the top. So were you getting stuck right here where it said video? It says image, video, link. Is that where it was sticking for you?
No, it's not the part. It's when the picture comes, it shows that. And then when I press, it's coming other things. It doesn't come in. It's not coming only the picture. I don't want that shows all that on the picture. You know, I want the picture to be clear, just the picture. When I was choosing the good one from command, it was showing if I press the name video, and I don't know what was the part. So no matter what I save on my file, it's not good. I have to delete it. I didn't delete it yet, but I'm gonna delete it. So I've been choosing good picture, but then when I wanted to post, it doesn't come out good. So I don't know, having a hard time with it.
So you're saying the quality is not good. It's going over like pixels?
I guess it's the way that I'm saving. It is not the correct one. Because when I put for save, it's not coming the right way they're supposed to.
Yeah, make sure you're always using PNG or JPEG.
I do the PNG. Yeah, I do. Yeah, still something I'm doing wrong.
What market center are you in?
I'm with
184.
the
Here in
central.
Cranston.
Central, I think is changing for coastal.
Yeah, Steve, can we set up some time where we can see Lourdes' screen?
Yeah, we can
And
do
see what's
that.
going on, just in case there's some type of weird pop-up situation with their browser or something that's causing the download to not save
Yeah,
correctly.
we
I wonder if
can-
it's the quality slider is pushed all the way to the low side.
Yeah, you want to hop back into designs real quick, Maggie, into that one design?
I don't know how low it goes. I've never done it other than.
It does go pretty low, and it
It
will
goes
get
really low.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never gone low, so I'm wondering if maybe she slid it by accident and then it's just stuck there.
Yeah, I'm
All right, so
a big proponent of high. High is always better.
Oh, the higher the better, the quality.
Yeah.
And just make sure you're always on a social post that's meant for social media. If you're trying to make something that's print look good for social media, it's probably not going to, only because you're trying to get an 8.5 by 11 to be on someone's small screen box, right? So always make sure you're designing a social post from social.
I actually save it to my files, and I was trying to go from Facebook. I was trying to pull out from where it says to drag the file. I was trying to drag the picture from my files. But it didn't come out okay. So I didn't post anything.
So it could be that the picture in your files just wasn't a high enough resolution for you. It's quite possible.
I think it was the way I save it.
Yeah, it might be. So make sure you're always doing the highest quality of either JPEG or PNG for pictures, either one.
Yeah, and then I would just, where that was, Steve, I would just, if you don't want to put the blank PNG in, and Mike was nice enough to drop one into the chat, I would just take off the DBA logo if you've got it already in your campaigns library. Hi, George.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, I'm adding George to our spotlight. We have another MCTT in the room. What else do we have for questions? I love this Brady Bunch style screen with all your MCTTs on. This is amazing.
Here's a story.
We need to start swaying in the same direction.
Yeah. Story of a salty
We should have practiced passing something person to person.
Oh,
That'll be for next class.
Yeah. All right, we've got Kelly on. I see you, Kelly, raising your hand.
So I'm newer to Command. How do you send an email for just one person instead of like a smart plan or group email?
Yeah, you want to know how to do it from your Command app on your phone or from Command?
From Command.
Who wants to pick that one up, guys? Not Maggie. She already showed her screen.
I just went.
Yep, I'll grab it if you want. So what you need to do is you need to start off in settings and make sure that your Gmail is connected. And then let me share my screen. Actually, it'll probably be easier, right? Stand by.
I promise we're all tech people. It's just, you know what it is? Most of us have like 5 monitors at home. So like when we're trying to share, we're just trying to figure out which monitor to go to. Exactly. Okay, so here we are. If I'm going to go over into settings first to make sure that my Gmail is connected. And I'm having some click issues. Bear with me. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so I'm in settings and I went there just under my name, a little drop-down menu, hit settings. And then you want to scroll down to where you see Gmail. And if this is not connected, you want to connect your Gmail account. Okay, so once that's there, you can then go into contacts. And I will bring up my contact record. And everybody should have themselves in Command as a contact record. So this way you can test different things in Command on yourself, and you can be your own guinea pig. So if I click on a contact, and now if I click on the email address, okay, it's going to say that I have copied the email. I can hit continue, and then it's going to open up Gmail. Okay, and then I can just go ahead and hit compose, and then paste. And it'll paste in that contact. So I could send off a one-off email to my client. Did that answer your question?
Yes. Does it save in the contact record in Command or no?
Yeah, so what that's going to do is it's going to actually store it in, or it's going to bring it into the timeline on the right-hand side. So then you can actually look at those past emails that you've sent out.
So if I create an email just in my Gmail without starting in the Command, in Command, will it pull that email into Command or no?
It will.
It will. So yeah, as long as the contact's email is the same in their contact record in command as the one that you're sending out in Gmail, it will.
Woohoo.
And be warned, it connects everything.
Yes. Yeah, you can't pick which emails you send to your contacts, stick in the timeline or not. And I learned that on a training with you guys when I was sending my husband fake emails like you smell and you stink today. Like I was just shipping things to his KW email from mine for you guys. And so then the next time we jumped on a class, it had all those email records of how much he stinks and smells. So they do show up, just so you know. He doesn't stink or smell, just so you know either too. So.
Or AJ.
I know, but he's my favorite person to pick on in my command database, right? So, all right, what else we got? How's everybody doing with the command app? Is everybody using the command app? I see some head shakes, yes, some head shakes, no. I'm going to give you guys, there is a link in the chat to my website and the command app. So what I love is that there's a great little video on it. But if you scroll down, I've got all my favorite smart plans that make it so when you put them on your clients, your phone becomes your lead gen admin. And your phone is basically going to tell you what you're supposed to be doing every day when you start applying these smart plans to people's contacts. So I don't know about you, but I love being able to come in and be like, oh, I have 4 birthdays today. Happy birthday, do what I need to do, make the calls, do the texts, and then my lead gen is done. I can't make lead gen any more simple for you guys. So get on birthdays, get on home anniversaries, and get your clients complete. I always say start with your most recent deals and work your way backwards, because those people want to hear from you. Maybe they want to know what's going on, right? Well, it depends on how the deal went, right? Like, listen, there are some people who are like, I never want to speak to you again, please. You have the right. It's your business. You can fire those people. But these are the people who know you, love you, respect you, will refer to you. So those are the people, it doesn't hurt as bad to reach out to them than the person you did a deal with 5 years ago that you didn't stay in touch with, right? So start with your most recent, work your way backwards, get those people nice and clean. All right, so there's the link. The link in there also goes right to the different app stores so you can grab the command app from it.
Brooke?
Yo.
So before I dive into the command app, as I'm looking at my phone, I see the Kelly app. Is that still a thing?
Kelly is being sunset. So when you create a new app, yeah, you just, I mean, you can have a funeral, do what you need to do, kisses in the wind, but no, Kelly's being sunset. Kelly is still the name of our AI. It was also the name of the app, but that app is being sunset, and the command app is what replaced it.
Good.
Yeah,
I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah, you can do a funeral, do whatever you need to do to feel good. You can delete it.
So holding on to her right now and hitting that button.
Gone.
She's gone.
Shake it, let it go. Get those apps shaking and bye.
No.
Let it go.
Thank God you're muted. Maggie.
You don't... I have a 4-year-old.
I don't.
So we should, instead of saying we don't talk about Bruno, it's we don't talk about Kelly, right? Like it's and just so you know, I have Bruno. My middle son is a Bruno replica. Like he could be Bruno, Bruno could be Matthew. It's hysterical. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I got little kids.
It's a great movie. I don't care what age you are. Watch it.
I know. If you haven't watched Encanto, you got to go. That's my nerd tip for the week. Go watch Encanto. You will love it.
He's kept it out of my house.
Nice to meet you too. You too.
All right. What else we got for questions? There's got to be some questions in the group.
Hi.
Hi. Shoshana, is that you? Yep.
It is me. I'm sorry. I wanted to ask my question before, but people were coming in and talking to me. So we're running a couple of Facebook campaigns, and I don't know if you guys have experienced this. People will click on multiple ads for properties like from 6 months ago, whatever. People like to click on ads.
That's my mother-in-law. She likes to have a few beers, look at properties at night, and put my information in lead gen forms. But let's continue.
So we have the smart plan set up that, you know, there's the initial outreach and then it rolls over to a long-term nurture plan.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, if they've already been through the long-term nurture plan once, is it going to stick them on it again?
No, you can only have one smart plan that runs at a time.
So but even if the plan ended because they were a lead from 6 months or a year ago?
So depending on if it's the KW long-term nurture, it kicks
No,
them
it's
over.
one we designed like it's our own.
It shouldn't start a new one because it wouldn't create a new contact.
Right.
No, I can answer.
Oh,
it
right.
will. So I do this for productivity. We have a smart plan that links to a second smart plan, which links to a third. If they go through the first smart plan, it ends that one, puts them on the second. If they put their information in again, it does restart the first smart plan.
Okay.
So that does happen. So you can end up, you have to be careful if you have automated emails, they can end up with a double email. I am seeing that as a kind of issue.
Because
so what I did though, to get around that now, they recently got rid of the limitations on smart plans for touches and time. So instead of us using like 4 smart plans, I put them all back into one smart plan. If they're already on that smart plan, it won't put them on a second time. But if that smart plan
currently going.
Correct. If
yes,
it's still
if it's currently
live,
going, it's safe.
Yep.
So if we ran a Facebook ad 2 weeks ago and somebody clicked on it and that smart plan is still going, if they click on an ad today, they're not going to be on it twice at the same time.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
But if it had already ended and they click on it, let's say 2 months from now, it will start again.
Okay. And I can just kind of monitor the leads, like when they come in, if I see that they're on another one, I just delete them. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
and here's the other thing too. I always tell everyone, for your Facebook leads, email should be the first thing in every smart plan. Because if somebody's serial clicking at 11 midnight, they're not going to get the text. You're not going to get a task or a notification to call them, but you want that speed to lead. So you always want your first touch in any Facebook smart plan follow-up that auto goes from campaigns to be email. And you say somebody is going to be following up on the next business day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think we have it for text and I notice it does wait till the next business day.
And that's to protect you and this and all the.
No, that's good. So
yeah. Yep. And it does roll on Central Time, just so you know. The text laws and the do not calls, that command is in Central Time.
Okay.
So email, first step, always.
One more little tip I can give you that we do is I have so when leads come in, I have it tag it as a new lead. So I have all my normal tags like Facebook lead, where it came from, any other tags, and then I have a new lead tag. So I can sort every day by new lead, and I can see all the new leads that came in, and then I look at them and I delete the new lead tag.
That's an interesting, yeah. Well, you're actually going through and yeah, I have a pet peeve for tags that people on my team over tag. So I think it's great that you're deleting the tags.
There's no such thing as over tagging.
If you saw my tags, you'd probably throw up. I have a million tags.
Well, we have like 2 CRMs worth of imports and imports with asterisks and zip codes.
That would bother me. Yeah, no, mine has like, I have hobby tags. I have where do you kind of work tags, vendor, real estate tags. I have.
If they have meaning, that's good.
Yeah, they do. Oh yes. I mean, but not everybody has barbecue food truck in theirs. I do. So.
Okay. That's very helpful. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right, guys, what else we got?
Hey, Brooke, I have the barbecue food truck too. I think you stole it from me.
No, I think you stole it from me. Listen, that's like the two best things put together: barbecue, taco, food trucks, like all these things. You know I'm food motivated, right? So
That's right. Yeah.
Invite Brooke to my food truck festival that we have down here.
always.
Now I'm
It's
getting
like my rule.
hungry.
Yeah, I know. I'm still. You can come have that piece of pizza that's left over from George that Steve bought me. So I muted him because his office is loud, but it's okay.
Brooke left pizza and soup if you're hungry.
I did.
So I have a question.
Go for it.
I get a lot of people that ask me questions in the office about Command that probably don't even know their passwords.
Yep. That's
So,
hey, welcome. Look at see these 6 boxes. That's welcome to our pain.
So my question is, I knew that there was like, I can't think of the gentleman's name. All of a sudden I'm drawing a blank. Baldwin.
Okay.
Can't think of his first name. Anyway, he used to have like a Command 101 and then he did a Command 202 and it went right through all of every single step from start to finish. Is there something like that still available that I can share with somebody and then say, hey, look at this, and then come back and ask me a question?
Yeah, so there's a couple different. So you've always got our regional playlist, right? So if they're stuck in anything, your MCTT should be the first person you reach out to as well, right? So in your office, they have access to all kinds of stuff. The people you want to watch are Marty Miller's 66-day challenge. And he's got, I think the newest guys, is it 5.0 or 6.0? I think 6.0 is going to be released. So you always want to look at something with the most recent date.
Right.
Command is changing constantly. So you always want to look towards your RTTs, your MCTTs, and those who are involved in KW at all times to get you the most up-to-date info. The other thing is there's enablement training. Can one of you grab that out of the Discord and put that link in? If you can't make our trainings here, if you're not able to get into the office, KWRI offers free enablement training. And as MCTTs, RTTs, we get to go to that. You guys get to go to that. And you're working with someone from their training and enablement team and getting the most up-to-date information on command. I wish I had a magic 8-ball or a crystal ball to tell people their passwords. I don't.
Well, I mean, obviously I can set them straight with that, but I just I took that Baldwin guy's name. It escapes me, but in any event,
Nick,
thank you. I can never remember that. But he took you right through step by step. And then there was questions that he asked that you had to answer, he like asked 3 questions and you had to answer. It was phenomenal to go through the process with. And I don't think he has that out there anymore.
I don't know. I don't know who, I know who he is, but I don't.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. I would
Marty Miller, definitely the way to go on that one.
Marty Miller for sure. Yeah.
All right.
Marty Miller is exactly what you're describing.
And there are Command 101s in our YouTube and the New England YouTube channel as well for the tech series. Those are also very good.
Yeah, because I find that they get overwhelmed and they go through, okay, well, let me start this and let me start that and let me start this instead of from the very basic beginning to through, So.
Yeah. Yep, and that's when, this is where you're looking at 6 faces in your market centers who want to help you, who want to teach this. And so we always tell everybody, jump into these trainings, jump into the labs and the different trainings that go on in the market center, enablement. KWRI does their live, so you can always watch what's going on their calendar. There's a bunch of places to get things. But for being able to replay, the reason I don't redo these videos is because Marty's like this. He's so fast. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'll do something else. Right for you guys, like build those cool lead gen calculators where you can figure out how many contacts you have to add to your database to sell 50 houses. So I always point people to the latest playlist, Marty's all the time. And he's also got a 66-day challenge Facebook group as well. If you're not on the growth call Facebook, jump on that, on the Ignite group, on any of the ones we have. We answer questions in there as well for you guys and put tips and tricks out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What else we got? Hey, Kelly.
Hey, where would be the best place that if I had a client that were already under agreement and I want to give them kind of like a sheet right before we do the home inspection that would automatically go out, where would I set that up?
What
Just
kind
one more time, your audio is real low.
Yeah. We got nothing.
Where would I go?
Oh, there you go.
Where would I go if I had a buyer under agreement and we're getting ready to do home inspection and I wanted to send them out a sheet like the day before as to kind of like tips and things to be reminded of before we actually get to the home inspection? Where would I set something like that up?
So do you want it to be graphics or do you want it to be an email that goes out to them? Like you want it?
Well, right now it's a PDF that I have set up that I send out, but I'm wondering if there's something within the system that could be triggered based on maybe the offer acceptance date or something like that. I'm not sure.
I see what you're going with this. I see what you're going. I do. So my suggestion, and I want to see if my MCTTs have a different run after this, would be to set them up and create a smart plan. So we would take everything. I'd love to see it. So if you'll email it to me, I want to see what you're talking about. But take all those and create an email. And then when you're in opportunities and you get to inspection where you're going to put them in a certain part of the pipeline, one of the tasks is send inspection smart plan. So then you just put them on the smart plan, it goes out, and then it also tasks you to do something. Guys, do you have a different suggestion on what you're thinking?
I couldn't really hear what she was saying as far as what her question was.
So she has an inspection sheet she wants to get, like it's got like tips and tricks on what to expect at the inspection. I can't say inspection today. At the inspection the next day. So what is the best way to get that out to her clients?
That what you said was also good, and also make sure you update your buyer guide to include that as well.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah,
that's smart.
People don't use their buyer and seller guide enough, I don't think, but if you have them following with the buyer and seller guide, having an inspection step there that kind of details what to expect will be super helpful for them on top of it.
So that smart plan could be great then. So you could have an email go out and it says, 2 to 3 days before, that says, here's what was included in your buyer's package. When we first met, you may not still have that document. Here's what to expect. And then the day before you delay it, and then a text goes out that says, don't forget to read the email about what to expect at the inspection. We'll see you tomorrow at 2, whenever it is. And there you've got 2 steps to the smart plan. And
and even have a client update that sends like, hey, we're on the, check off this. We're now on the inspection step on the buyer guide. Check that out. It's got some information about what to expect, stuff like that.
Over communicate.
Maggie, what you're referring to, where would that be when you said a step? Is that
the buyer and the seller guide are on your app and your mobile and on your website as well? So they're on the mobile app and the website. You can edit those in the consumer section of Command, assuming that it's working currently.
It is.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I'm going to pull my screen up and show you that one because I'm actually in that. Okay. Your internet is not fun here. Okay.
It's your computer because mine's working just fine, honey.
No, it's not. I've got a lag.
It doesn't understand Apple, okay?
Yeah, it's probably an Apple thing.
Apples for the win. So when you're in Command, we're going to go into the consumer, which is the very last applet at the bottom left. And we've got something in here called Guide Builder. And you're able to edit these by hitting those meatballs and clicking Edit Guide. And when you move people, you can update your introduction. Okay. Oops, 30 characters. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Okay. So then you can update these different parts of the guide. You can even change the pictures. See, this is where I'm getting stuck. Okay. But I think the smart plan is probably the smartest way to do that because you're getting it to them 2 times, right? You're going to get it to them 2 to 3 days before the inspection, and it's going to have a reminder, reminds them that it's upcoming, and then delay it with the text. Just one more way to touch. And I would set up a task in my opportunities at that part of the phase that you're in, and say, here's the task. I need to do this 3 days before the inspection. And then you can pick what day that task pops up. And what's even cool, if you've got
does the task come straight to me in email, or I need to go into the dashboard?
So it'll be either in your tasks on your phone or your dashboard. So what's cool about that is if you've got a smart plan and it's in your library that you've created, you can put the smart plan on someone through command on the app. You don't have to be in front of your computer. So if you're running around and all of a sudden you see the task and you're like, oh, smart plan, boink, off it goes. And now you walk away and you complete the task. I like making my phone. I pay a lot of money for my phone and my phone service. I make that thing work.
Boink is an industry term, just so you know.
Boink. Sound effects are free today, friends, as is tradition.
This is for, I think it was Cheryl that asked the question. You're looking for some kind of an intro to command. I just posted a video out there that's on YouTube. It's about 40 minutes long, and it kind of goes button by button down the left-hand column. Gives a quick snippet of what each one does. So it's a pretty good introductory video to watch.
Thank you. I copied the links.
Yeah, and then Mike also put out a link to some resources out there too.
Yep, excellent.
And also, as always, guys, check with your market center to see what they've got inside as well, because sometimes we don't even realize these trainings exist on a drive inside. I know a bunch of you guys have all kinds of recordings for everyone. All right, who else? What else we got?
What's one of the newest features that's been released by command?
Who wants that one?
Don't all answer at once.
I know, right? I want to know if that.
I didn't hear the question. What was it?
What is one of the newest features that have been released by command?
So one of them is the activity tracker, whether you're on a team or not.
Animations is another one that's just came out.
Yep. The quarter one magazine.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes.
Yep. So we're going to be doing that next week on Thursday. We're going to be going over the Q1 magazine next week. So if you want to learn how to use that and send it out in smart plans or print it and send it, we'll be going over that.
I also want to bring up, it's been out for 2 months now, the cell phone app. It is so damn powerful and makes your life so much easier. You know, if you're sitting in the car waiting for a client to show up, you can dash a couple of notes off to clients. You can make a quick phone call. You can put some tasks together. You can think of a question to stump Brooke the next time you see her. It just makes it so much easier.
And I'll put the link back up where you can quickly grab the app. And it's the same way you log into Command or My KW. So if you don't know your Your password will have to help you. Reach out to us.
And I just want to make sure everybody knows the difference between the command app and the other KW search app, because I get a lot of people who get confused over the two things, right? You log into the command app using your username and password that's used for KW. The other one is a client-based app that we definitely want you to have on your own phone with you as your own agent, but you sign up as a client, you don't sign in as a KW agent. So
right,
point that out.
It's consumer. It's for the consumer. It's not for you. Everything you do in that app, you edit in command.
It's very simple to distinguish them. The red box with the white letters is for you. The white box with the red letters is for your clients.
Yep.
And you can also share your link from the command app for your version of the consumer app right from the command app. So,
yes. Yeah. So if you're in the command app, go into any contact. When you're at the top right, you hit those meatballs and you've got a couple options. Share my app or download the contact to your phone. I don't know about you guys. I cannot stand having to create a contact every single time. But what I love so much about having the command app on my phone is when somebody calls me and they're not in my contacts, now my phone says, hey, this may be Mike McPherson. So I don't have to worry about having all these people in my contacts. They're there because they're on the command app. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't have this person in my phone. Whew, now I know who they are. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. I have you on my phone, Mike. Don't you worry.
That's good.
I think my favorite part of the app is when you make like a phone call. After you exit the phone call, it prompts you to like, how did the call go? And you just hit like, went good. You type your little message in and it adds it to the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And to kind of put like how good it is. I mean, I work with a lot of our new agents who are spending like an hour and a half to do their lead gen, to call their internet leads. And now using the command app, we've gotten it down to about 20 minutes because, they were looking up each contact on the computer, dialing the phone number, logging the call. Using the command app, I mean, it cuts the time by a good 80%. It's that much faster.
It is. And it stops the, who am I supposed to be calling right now? Right. It gives you organization to your lead gen. I love it. On the road today down in Cranston, I just tap dial and then voice to text it. I can't wait to go look at those notes because my voice to text hates me. But, that's what I did in my car ride down in Cranston today is I just got all my lead gen out of the way and was able to leave notes and have all the activities logged. It was fantastic.
Kelly, did you have a question?
Yeah, Maggie, you had mentioned the activity tracker. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that is? Because I've never heard of that before.
Sure. The activity tracker is a way for you to track your calling, like to make sure that you're doing what you had committed to do. And you can set that up within the report section of command to set up an activity tracker. So it will email you to actually put in to track your numbers, like how many calls did you make, how many appointments did you set, all those things. How do you feel today? I get messages actually every single day now, pretty much, and it's like, I hope you had a good day. It's actually quite nice to me, which is I thought is very, the wording is very, very lovely, actually. Yeah, so that it just wants you to keep track of what you're doing. So that because one of the things that people forget about lead generation is you got to track it. You have to track what you do, because if you don't, then we will never know what works, what script is working. Like, am I making the calls I need to do? Am I doing my conversions rates correctly? Where do I need my work? You won't know until you actually start tracking things.
All right, guys, what else we got? Is anybody using the holiday designs that are in there? Did you guys know that they lumped them into months now? So when you go into designs, you go to social posts and you go down to holiday, they've got them. They used to be just one giant blob of all the holidays. Right. Like, that's what it, right, Maggie? It was like this just whoo, and you had to keep scrolling. They were in order, but like, I don't want to scroll if it's July to get to them. So now everything, and those are constantly being updated as well. At any time, there are 1,500 designs.
Yeah.
What?
Huge improvement with the holidays and they have everything, guys. Everything from like winter solstice to like Groundhog Day. They got it all. Like everything you could think of, they have a thing for it.
Yep. Yep. So if you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing with your marketing, go ahead and outline your next 12 months and just go pick one or two for every month and go and get them in. Go save them, put the logo on, and then pull them right into your campaigns and ship them off.
Speaking of that, for those who don't follow it, Outfront Magazine, which is the digest that we have as Keller Williams agents, they literally post something at the beginning of every month that tells you exactly what to post every single day. So if like you don't even have to think about this business anymore. Between the Mondays where the region gives you stuff to post and to call and to scripts to use, between Outfront Magazine telling you what to put onto your site every single day, you literally don't have to think anymore. It's amazing.
Yes. I'm going to put the Growth Call Facebook group. If you're not on our Facebook group and you miss our 2 p.m. calls on Mondays, you still have access to all the materials. We email them out to you from the region, and then we also post them in the Facebook group.
Exactly.
Sounds like the dog is getting frisky.
I know. She's the sweetest. I had Matt bring her in the day I taught in Fall River.
Sorry, I thought I hit the mute button before I killed it.
All right, I got you. I was fast on that.
She's trying to get through my door to the conference room.
All right. Anything you guys want us to show you in Command, and we can bring up our screen again? Does everybody know how to get their contact up to 100%? All right, let me put, so at the very bottom of this link, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, I have Steve's tag sheet in there, but I also have how do you have healthy contacts in Command. So that will show you how to get up to 100% in Command. And it's the one that always stumps everyone is lead source. They forget about lead source and occupation. So you don't have to know both job title and where they work. You can pick one of the two, and that's 4% towards your health score. Guys, why I love this, and if you've been in my productivity powered up class, you know that I love this because this is building your vendor list. This is your vendor list, right? Everybody does something, or they used to do something. So if you're not sure, you can pull a list of people's occupations of what they do. Cheryl asked, what's the place to find phone numbers? You email them and you ask them. There is something called Missing Phone Number Smart Plan, and it's Marty Miller's. And it sends an email that says, hey, I know we've talked. I must not have saved your number. I'm so sorry. Would you mind sending me your number? I wanted to send you something. A text about something.
And it works, guys. That works. Like, people will actually send you your phone number. So it's crazy.
Yep.
No,
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I was going to say, another thing you can do is if you're friends with them on Facebook, is you can use Messenger to actually initiate a phone call. It won't tell you what those phone numbers are, but you can at least make the phone call and have that conversation with them.
Yep, you can do that as well. Here's the other thing though, if you are, and I say this with all the love, if you are fighting leads for information, stop it. They don't want to be contacted. If they wanted to be contacted, don't. If something's 3 years old in your database and you're like, who is this person? I don't have a phone number. Guys, put them on a smart plan, then ask for it and walk away. Right? Don't spend hours being detectives on the internet or paying for services that scrub this. Contact them with the medium you have for them and then move on. If they don't answer you, they're not worth your time. They're not that interested. Right? So Yeah, we're not like repo people, McAdoo. Like we're not, this is like, we're not out there repoing
Well, it's also
houses.
more for like expireds or, if there's a property.
Yeah, but there are
kinda
also,
really
if that's
want.
where you are, there are expired programs you can buy into to help you with that stuff. Remember, we need to also have permission to market or contact them. So we want to make sure we're very careful with the do not call. Talk to your local broker about that to get more information. All right, Helen's question. Can you connect just a business page to Command without your personal? Mike answered you in the chat, but you can't have a business page without a personal page. So you're not connecting your personal Facebook. You are using how you log into Facebook, which is with your personal information. And then you're going to say to it, please just talk to this Facebook page. And if you have more than one business page, it's going to have a toggle and you have to pick which one you want to use. But it doesn't, you cannot post with any program to a personal page. So that's why we tell you need to have a business Facebook page. You can share backwards. And this is what we recommend is, keep your business on your business page. You are going to burn out your family and friends real quick if all you post about is real estate and you just vomit real estate on your family and friends all the time. So you put things on your business page, and then when it's something you want to share back to your circle of your personal, then you share it to your personal page. And I know for a while, Facebook was shutting people down who were doing nothing but business on their personal page. They have Facebook business for a reason. There's also no metrics, no data, and you can't run ads if you don't have a business profile. Does that make sense?
Brooke, I have a question. So every time I meet people that is in business, no matter if it's in Keller Williams or not, they always ask me for my information. They want to be my friends, and I give them my name, but they always find my name, but it's on my personal. They never found my name on my business page. So sometimes I'm worried when I accept it because I don't want it to go be my friends on my personal,
Yeah,
so that I put
get that. I get that. So I would ask, I'm going to have Steve review your Facebook page and see how you're set up to just make sure you're coming up in searches correctly.
Yeah, right? I always get that. I don't know what to do.
Yep. So what happens is when you search Facebook, the first thing that comes up is people, not pages. So what I would say to you is, you can create your name where it's an @ I'll have Steve show you, but basically I have say, oh, you want to find me on Facebook? Just @ Brooke the Nerd and you'll find me. Same thing. You could be like @ Lourdes KW Coastal,
well,
right?
I say that. I even put a Keller Williams, so be different than Lourdes, but they always go to my first name and they always find me on my person. So. Yep.
And then I would just send them a message in Messenger to just say, here's my business page that you were looking for, and be done. Right? I don't accept everybody as a friend. If I've never had a conversation with you, I don't know you, we don't have mutual friends, you're not coming on my personal world, but I will accept you on my business page, no problem.
Lourdes, are you coming to class on Tuesday?
Next Tuesday?
Yes.
Yeah, I can come.
Okay, after class, I can sit down with you and go through your Facebook page.
Thank you.
I'll be here in Cranston all day.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you, Brooke.
Yeah, this is what I like to do. I like to come down here. He feeds me and I tell him what to do. It's wonderful. No, we'll get you straightened out. But no, sometimes it's just pushing back in a messenger too and just saying, thank you so much for friending me. Here's the business page. Where you can get that information, and then ignore it or delete it. Like, you don't have to invite these people into your personal world. And that's why I love my business page. But if you are friends with me on Facebook, you can see that my 5-year-old's been very much into makeup and she is hysterical. So she looked like the Mulan dressmaker.
I stopped following you after the Disney letdown.
I know, she was awful. I'm sorry about that. As soon as I turned the video off, she started screaming and crying and running around the house and changing, so I couldn't turn the video back on into her Disney outfit. I know, trust me. I was like, you have ruined everything for Disney. Thanks.
So many people were counting on her.
I know. I was counting on her as well. Wait till you see the new series her and I've been working on. I've been giving her real estate vocab. and asking her to tell me what she thinks a HELOC is or equity or all these things. Get ready. It's going to be the funniest TikTok
this ought to
series.
be good.
Yeah. It's going to be my newest TikTok series, is having giving you hope in real estate is what it's called. So, because her name's Hope. All right, guys. So we're going to get ready to go. If you don't have any more questions next week, tune in, because we're going to be going over the Q1 magazine and some fun smart plans and ways to get this out to people, right? How can I use this Q1 magazine or any of the magazines KW gives us to reach out to my vendor network and get them highlighted and spotlighted in there, so that they in turn do all the marketing for you and push it out when they are in your magazine. So don't miss next week. I'm going to show you guys how to put everything in, and then you guys are going to go ahead and go do it. I'm going to show you where you send the smart plans, what the smart plans are. And then don't forget, these classes are recorded. So don't panic, because you'll be able to, once you're playing in command and doing it, pause us, lower the volume sometimes, and then go forward with whatever you need. So don't panic. We'll get you through those magazines. And they're such a fun way to really get some information out to your sphere. So I'm excited about that. I know my MCTTs are. We look forward to seeing you next week. So we'll see you on the growth call Mondays at 2 and tech time at Thursdays, 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you Monday on the growth call. Thanks, guys. Thanks, MCTTs. You the best.
Bye.